bad night in the office for Manchester United fans. They have got beat 5-2 on aggregate by Sevilla. You can have your sound now. 03717223344. West Ham fans, you are happy though. You can get involved in tonight's show as well. We've got a lot of West Ham fans who are going to want to have their say on David Moyes and the team's performance. A big one from them tonight, back in business. But we've got to stick with Manchester United right now. We will hear from Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag very soon. I'm going to be gobsmacked of what he's got to say. But let's go to Jonathan. He's a Man United fan. All right, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Hi, good. Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Jonathan. He's there. Jonathan's there.
Jonathan, what did you make of that tonight? Where did it all go wrong?
Good evening.
Good evening, Jonathan.
It's so embarrassing, wasn't it? And I think, Jason, you summed it up, right? Jason, you summed it up very well. That is the worst performance that I've seen from a Manchester United team in Europe. I think ever.
Was it really that bad?
I think it is.
I'm trying to think of worse. I'm trying to think of worse ones, Jonathan. But I mean, look, it's a bad night.
It was appalling. Look.
Pathetic.
I can't think of. It is a bad night, and then also I want to look at the players. Right now, one thing, for example. Now, look, Harry Maguire. I know we talk about him a lot of the times. Harry Maguire is not good enough to play to Manchester United. Fact, he isn't. He's not good enough. I know. I'm sure that Gareth Southgate would disagree with me. Sorry. We've got to sell him, and we need. And I think De Gea also. I mean, he's very good at with his hands, isn't he? But with his feet,
Jonathan, he looked like he had wellies in his on his feet tonight. So, I mean, it was shocking. Jonathan, we're going to move on because I think you got a bit of delay on your line. Let's go to Jordan, who's a Man United fan. All right, Jordan.
How are we doing, lads? You good?
Yeah,
all right,
good.
Jordan.
Look, we're talking about Harry Maguire. We're talking about David De Gea. Is it time to move on from both of them?
Yeah, I think I'd keep David De Gea. I think it's Harry Maguire, isn't it? He's got to go. The last two games, abysmal.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing against Nottingham Forest as well. Could have easily been a penalty that he gave away in that game. I mean, he was all right against Nottingham Forest, but yeah, he's got to go. I mean, I think we're nothing with those injuries. I think the core to our team has gone. Literally, the core to our team has gone. No Martinez. No Varane.
Yeah.
We're just nothing.
Okay, so Jordan, do you think that this actually might be one of those results and performances that you look back in maybe 12, 24 months' time and you go, that was the moment that actually we realised a few things, and Erik ten Hag realised a few things about the squad and the players and where we've got to go as a football club to ensure that in 12 months' time we're not in that same position. If we are better. And in 24 months, so on and so forth. I just wonder whether there can be a moment where you go, yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. But I think he found out a few things about his team and his squad.
Yeah, I think there's positive things happening. I think the season has been decent. But I think, the injuries that we've got at the moment, I think it's kind of ruined our season because now I'm going into Sunday and I'm thinking, do you know what, we're going to struggle on Sunday. But if we had a full strength team and we won on Sunday, I'd be quite confident.
Yeah, we got Fernandes back at the weekend. Rashford, he played 45 minutes tonight. He's got minutes under his belt. They've got to pick themselves up because very quickly you can be out of both competitions in a week and your season's over. But Manchester United have still got massive things on offer.
Yeah, that's it. Honestly, it's such a shame. I think like I say, it's ruined our season. But I think we can still be excited again for next season. I think we're a couple of players off. We just need a squad. We need because our strongest team to our, the drop in quality to Maguire and Lindelof has literally ruined our season because of injuries.
You're absolutely right. It is the squad. What we saw tonight is a Manchester United team that were missing players that would have started, but that. No one's going to listen to those excuses when you're one of the biggest, if not the biggest club in world football.
It's not excuses though, Jace. It's facts.
Yeah, but no one's going to accept. No one's going to feel sorry for you. What that tells us is that strength in depth is not there. That you need players to come in. I mean, you look at, again, City's the benchmark. That's why I keep mentioning them. I mean, look at you can make a very good comparison actually with Arsenal. Saliba's gone out, right? I've heard he might not play for the rest of the season. I believe that to be the case. Holding's come in. Holding's, he's a good player.
He's not good enough.
But maybe there's something there. How come that all of a sudden, since Saliba's gone, there's just Arsenal? So what Arsenal will need to do next season, whether they win the title, they've got to make sure if Saliba does go injured next season, they've got someone that can come in, and actually the team doesn't suffer as a result.
Could this be potentially then a little bit of a blessing in disguise?
That's what I said. In 12 months' time, you might look back on this result performance and say, we now have a better squad of players, because injuries happen, suspensions happen. These things happen in football, we know. Especially at this stage of the season when the heavy load is now after what's been a truncated season with the World Cup. It's no surprise that we are starting to find that maybe there is a little bit of fatigue. Even Pep mentioned it about his City side because of what's happened. But, you know, you look around this squad of players, even the squad that started, Jay, there's some players in there, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Look, Sevilla have put a team together of players really who have been cast aside. Navas, a Compass, Rakitic, Lamela.
It's a bit of a Frankenstein team,
isn't it? It's a team of misfits. It's a bit like Villarreal when they had that mad run in the Champions League. You put them together and all of a sudden you get them performances.
But Jay, you shouldn't be able to coach Hart. That should come, right? You should be able to go out there, playing for Manchester United. That's the difference between the two sides. First and foremost, Sevilla wanted it. Man United didn't have the heart. They didn't tonight.
Right.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.